Good morning. Thanks for watching Your News Now. I'm Kyle Oliver with Your News Update. I'm here at the Core Museum, sits where the altar is. Usually they're outside or inside homes, but this one sits in the museum. I talked to BSM, which told me the university who co-owns the lounge where it meets notified that it will be closed because of federal regulations. Some background that the here at this school are trained not to open up any entrance other than the front entrance, which I am standing in front of right now. When visiting, families have to sign into a computer or show some type of face ID when picking up students. Here at Lakewood Elementary last week, 25% of the student population were in attendance as ICE was in the Triangle area. But this week, that percentage dropped down to 7% as students feel comfortable with coming back to school.
Assistant Principal Nan Luhan says the school's principal went to classrooms to answer students' concerns about ICE agents.
They're confused where their friends are, and they're wondering, are you out because you have a dentist appointment, like regular, you already had the schedule, or are you out because your family is scared?
The week before Thanksgiving, the school revised its attendance policy to allow students to stay home if they are scared of ICE agents.
We've asked if students have any needs outside of just like the attendance correction. Like, would they need any work to work on at home? Do they need food?
Assistant Principal Nan Luhan says the school district trained faculty and staff that ICE agents need a warrant to legally come into the school. They were given photographs of the warrant so they know what one looks like.
We know to come to the office if someone were to come, and then to be able to look for what we would need to look for. And if they don't have it, then we have resources we can call to say this person's on campus, but they don't have the right credentials or the right paperwork.
Assistant Principal Nan Luhan says the school has received calls from people in the neighborhood about seeing ICE agents in the area.
We were getting lots of reports about different activity close by, and just being really familiar with the area where the school is. You start to recognize some of the street names and things like that.
Media coordinator Turquoise L. Parker says 2 weeks ago there were people from the community lined up guarding the front of the school from ICE agents.
Outward facing white people standing guarding the front of the school, the kids and families were confused. Are these the people and y'all are just blocking them from coming closer to the school, or who are these people? And the supportive community has signs that show welcoming support.
Faculty and students here at the school have been trained not to open up any entrance other than the front entrance, which I am standing in front of right now. When visiting, families have to sign into a computer or show some form of face photo ID when picking up students, what they call to confirm whoever that student has on file. In Durham, Kyle Oliver, Carolina Week.
This past Friday, over 500 people attended the 9th annual Dias Los Muertos event at the City of Raleigh Museum, teaching people about a Latin American holiday that honors the dead. Two Raleigh artists come together in creating traditional Dias Los Muertos altar and sharing their culture and traditions with the community.
We wanted to offer an opportunity to be able to share these stories and at the same time give members of the community an opportunity to celebrate this culture.
Every year there's a different altar theme, but this year's altar focused on Voces de los Niños. Director of Artist Studio Project Publishing, Rafael Suba says preschool children participated by using paper mache to build the Catrinas for the altar.
As a visual artist, as a cultural producer, I wanted to team up with members of the community. And one of the traditions that I found very interesting and very wonderful was the Dia de los Muertos. So about a decade ago, I started working with visual artists and members of the community to put together this wonderful tradition.
Traditionally, 4 elements are needed for the altar: fire, wind, water, and earth. The director of Artist Studio Publishing, Rafael Suba, says many Latin American cultures celebrate the holiday in different ways.
There's different ways that people celebrate. In the Guatemalan culture, they build these huge kites that are over 40 feet, and then they fly them. It's a very wonderful way that they reach out to their ancestors through the flight of a kite.
Artist Letty Alvarez says the holiday is nothing like Halloween, but it's a celebration of life and hope.
Sometimes people are afraid of what they don't know, but when you're trying to explain and to show, people will, kind of learn and appreciate that it is a different culture and it's just something new, a different tradition for them.
I'm here at the Core Museum. Sits right behind me, the altar. Usually they're placed inside homes or outside, but this one sits inside the Core Museum. I mean, look at how beautiful the Katrinas and the aparendas are. I couldn't think about a better way to celebrate the holiday and giving back to the loved ones who have passed away. In Raleigh, Kyle Oliver, Carolina Week.